I am excited for this video. So first of all, I already knew I was going to do like a green ranking video because I've done it so far for orange and I think yellow. And I was like, okay, this is going to be exciting because first of all, I didn't even think I had that many green palettes. I thought I was going to have like the random amount that I've been having for the other two collection, which is like maybe like 5 palettes. Y'all, I went through my palettes. Girl, I don't even recall wearing green like that. I mean, besides this week that I've been doing green themed looks, but I have a lot of green dedicated palettes. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep okay, I have a top 5 that I'm gonna give to you guys. So before I show you guys my top 5, I'm just going to show you guys my other palettes that I absolutely love. So there's nothing at the bottom for this collection, okay? There's nothing at the bottom because every palette I'm about to talk about, they are absolutely amazing. And then we're going to save the last 5 for my top 5. As for my top 5, there isn't going to be any particular order. So there's no number 1, number 2. Like, these are just my top 5 period, to the point they all can hold a number 1 spot in my number 1 spot. So they're just my top 5. So I have a lot of palettes. Why do I have so many green palettes? I mean, of course it's like one of my favorite colors, but girl. Okay, anywho, let's get right into this video. So right now I'm just showing you guys my palettes, my green palettes. So these ones that I'm about to show you guys are not at the bottom. They're no particular order. I kind of am going to show you guys the size wise. So I'm going to start off with my little itty bitty mini trio type of style of palette. Alright, so first off we have the e.l.f. This is called the Mint Melt palette, and this has very 4 beautiful unique type of style of greens. I don't think I personally did a tutorial yet, but then again, I think I did. No, I did it with the chocolate mint one because it came with 2 of them. The chocolate mint has maybe like 1 or 2 greens in there, and I felt like it wasn't meant to be put in here. Like, no, but like every eyeshadow in here is green. Definitely unique. Quality is absolutely amazing. And I ended up loving it so much that I bought 2 of these by accident. Why? As I was picking through my palettes, I was like, wait, why do I have 2 of these? I'm a shopaholic. Y'all, I went old school with these. I'm surprised I still have them, and I have a lot of other colors of these collections. But y'all, these are the Wet n Wild trios. Do y'all remember these? Do y'all remember these? Oh my goodness. I hope these still work, because now that I found them, I definitely want to do a look. Like, why did I not find these before completing like the green week? Like, I just found these today as I was gathering all my palettes. I was like, oh my gosh, I totally would have did a look using these, because I want to know if the quality is still good, because these are old, sis. Like, these are old. So the first one is called Cool as a Cucumber. I want to say I have a look up using this. It's probably on private now, but I definitely remember trying this because I definitely remember trying it. It's just that deep burgundy that's right in the center, and it's complementing this little rusty green color and this mint green. Like, this was a beautiful color combination, and back then I didn't know how to put these into use. And even though these like have a guideline for you to use, I never follow, because like right now it says brow bone, crease, and eyelid. I don't think I would put that in that particular order. Ooh, I'm thinking of a look now. Burgundy and green. That sounds freaking beautiful. I definitely want to come back and do a look now with this one. But this is, let me see, is the quality still there? Oh, I might not have any luck. It looked like it might be a little dusty, a little crusty. But if this doesn't, like, the quality doesn't like show up, I am going to do a look based off of this color theme, because this is really a pretty cute combo right here. And then the other one, oh my, I for sure did a look using this palette. Yes, I Dream of Greenie. I definitely have. I think I did like 2 looks. Again, they're probably on private, or y'all can search it up, but I definitely remember doing a look or 2 using this. Again, beautiful trio colors. Is the quality still there? Okay, look, this one I got a little bit more. Oh, this is really pretty. Does that have glitter in it? Since when? Oh, okay, look at that. Okay, this one still has a little bit of payoff still left in it, so I'm curious on trying out this one. All right, now we're moving on to the square looking palettes. You know, the JUVIAS was going to be in here. I got Miss Army and of course Mint. Mint was definitely scary when I first did a look with her, y'all. I have a tutorial up. It's not on private. It's actually one of my most popular one still to this day, which is kind of odd, I guess, because the colors, like, I didn't know what to do with it, but I did something with it. And I also recently did another look using this palette, which was look number, I think, 3 for this week. Number 3. I know I did it sometime this week. So make sure you guys check the link down at the bottom. I do have a playlist of every look that I did this week for Green Week. But this is definitely a beautiful palette. I still feel like they was missing like maybe like one really deep shade in here to complement the complexion of melanin complexion. But I made this palette work, y'all, and I was really scared. Like I kept saying, I didn't have confidence in that look that I did using this palette alone, but you guys absolutely love it. And now I love this color on my complexion. So this was another good palette by Juvia. And honestly, I thought Army was going to be my favorite out of the greens, but I end up liking Mint better than Army. But Army still has some really pretty shades in here, especially this little metallic one. I absolutely love this one, but I love the different shades of greens in here. It got this like rusty dark wannabe black green, and then you have this really dark green, and I don't even know what to describe. This is like an olive green, but the color combo in here is absolutely beautiful. I was okay with the look that I created using this palette, but I definitely want to come back and use her again and do something different. But both of these were really good quality of quads from Juvia. So if you don't have these are really good to have in your collection. I personally haven't did a tutorial using this, but I definitely played and swatched this, and I'm really very pleased with Nika K quality. I don't know why I just haven't took the time to do tutorials. I really need to come back and do looks with her palette, because I didn't set it in every color theme that I love these palettes, but I haven't did a look using them yet. So I'm definitely feel like I'm going to take full advantage of using these palettes, especially some of the palettes that I haven't done a tutorial on, when I do 31 Days of Beauty, which is in October. So excited. So if y'all see palettes that y'all like and y'all know I haven't did a look on, definitely leave me a comment down at the bottom if you guys want me to bring that palette back during my 31 Days of Beauty, which is 31 different looks using 31 different palettes for the month of October. And this one, I love the color story. It's so pretty. Look at that. You got that beautiful like lime green. It looks a little bit yellowish, but I love the fact that they put a nice rich, and I do mean a rich dark chocolate brown in here. This palette oh my god. And this color right here, the camera's not even putting any justice on it. It's like a blackish green. It's so pretty, but love the formula, love the color story. It's absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to do a full tutorial using this palette. And this is another palette from Nika K. This is not a full-on like green dedicated palette. It's like split right in the middle. It's like half green, and then the other half is like your orangey browns combo, which is very different, but I felt like it was worth mentioning in this ranking video because of the greens in here. So it's another beautiful green palette, and I'm gonna like split it like in half so you guys can see. Look at that. That is a beautiful green palette on its own. And I did compare the colors in the other Nika K palette, and the eyeshadows are totally different. There's no, I mean, there's a little bit of similarities, but for them to create like another green monochromatic palette almost, it's like I came up with more greens. And the quality, y'all, I need to do a look with this as well, because this is a good color combo. Orangey browns and green, and then the splash of yellow. Like, I really like the placement of this palette, and like I said, I like how you can just easily like split it down the middle and see like it's an all green palette, or you can have like an orangey, yeah, it's like more of an orange theme rusted palette right here. So pretty. Oh my gosh, I just thought it was worth a mention, and the outside of the packaging is green, so why not? My Huda Beauty Emerald palette. This I did, I think, 2 looks so far using this palette, and I definitely want to take full advantage and use more of the shades in here, because first of all, these shades are very different and unique, and every shade that I've tried in here, they're not what it looks like in the pan. Like, it looks a little bit different. Like, this green looks more richer, this mint green is more of a mintiness, like, and the metallic shades are absolutely beautiful. They're so beautiful. This is really a good quality palette, and I don't even think I've personally bought this myself. I think I got this in one of like my beauty boxes like a long time ago, and I was very excited to get my hands on it because I knew like it was a big old hype when these first came out, and I never tried anything from Huda Beauty. And when I did get my hands on it, I was like, okay, I see it. I see why it's such a big rave about her quality, because her eyeshadows are absolutely amazing, being that I did experience it from this palette. And like I said, I do have a couple of looks already on my channel using this palette if you guys want to Google and search it up. But the color story is so beautiful. It's definitely not what you would have expected going off of the outside packaging, but definitely beautiful. Next palette that I'm going to mention, this is by Kara Beauty. This was part of the what was this collection called? It was called something high 420 collection, something like that. They had 3 different palettes in this collection. It's a purple one, a pink one, and then this one. And I love the color story. I love the freaking funny names that's in this palette. It's absolutely so funny and unique. But this is what it looks like. So it's not a full-on just green eyeshadow palette. You definitely have some blues in here to complement the greens, a little splash of yellows as well. But the quality of this palette is beautiful. I did do like a look or two using this palette. I don't think they made their way on YouTube because I was very in particular back then when I got this palette. I had just lost my some of my weight from having my son, so I was really fat in the face. So a lot of my videos did get put on private. Some of them didn't even get the chance to be uploaded because I was having such a like guilty conscience on my face. I was like, oh my gosh, you look so freaking round. I'm not putting that up. But I do remember using this palette. It was beautiful. I love the pressed glitters in here, and I'm not really a pressed glitter girl, but I do love the ones they did put in here. And then I mentioned the names are freaking cute and different. We got Clear Eyes, we got Chronic, we got Sticky Icky, we got Weed, we got Blaze It, Kush, Pothead, Mary Jane, like the list goes on. These names are absolutely funny, and they're like that with all 3 of the Weed collection style of palettes. Alright, so the next one, this is by Makeup by Yolando. This was part of her Scientific Formula collection. It's a lot of different monochromatics with this collection. I think I only picked up this one and maybe one more other palette, but they are a little bit on the pricey side, but going off of the quality, especially for the video that I did do for this week as well, it's definitely worth the coins. And I did experience on why it's such a little pretty penny for this is because there is a duochrome in this palette. So y'all know when duochromes get put into a palette, the palette already went up. It already went up with the coins and the prices. So now I understand why the price point was for this 6-pan eyeshadow palette. But the quality is amazing. Yolando never disappoints me with her palette. I have so many different palettes from this brand. She's absolutely amazing. She's 100% when it comes to creating different things with her collection. The color story and the quality is just A1. So I absolutely love this. It was almost going to be in my top 5, but it would have been a top 6 because there was no more to complement the other top that I'm going to mention. But definitely it's like almost borderline in my top 5. I personally have not tried this, which I'm really surprised. This is the ColourPop Meant to Be collection. This is part of the Meant to Be. And I still got the little mirror protection and everything. So I have not personally tried this palette yet. I'm not going to lie, I was a little intimidated with it when I first seen it in person, because online it looked a little bit more deeper and darker. But these are some really like minty shades, but I definitely want to give it a try. This is giving me the vibes of that e.l.f. palette the e.l.f. little palette that I showed in the beginning. Definitely giving me the Juvia mint vibes as well. Extended version of those two palettes. So I want to give this a try. Why am I intimidated by this? Because there is like two really dark greens in here, and I know the quality is amazing. I haven't even swatched this palette. They're going to show you. I haven't even swatched this. But I will say I did get this not too long ago. I want to say like towards the end of last year. I did pick this up along with the other palettes I felt like I was missing from this monochromatic thing that ColourPop had going on. It's so pretty. Okay, I gotta come back and do a look because it's some really good shades in here. It's like, why am I intimidated by this? Like, why? I can make this work, especially with these two dark greens in the corner. So if y'all want to see a look using this palette, probably during the 31 Days of Beauty, let me know if you guys are interested in that. These two palettes, I wasn't sure if I was going to mention them, but I felt like with the outside packaging being green, and there is a few green shades in this palette, they were definitely worth the mention and putting into this video. So these were part of the BH Cosmetic Birthstone collection. So this was for the month of May and then for the month of August. And I believe for the month of May, for the Emerald palette, I do have a tutorial up. I love the color story in this. I love the greens in here. It's a really, really pretty, like dark, unique greens. And I love the fact that they complement other shades in here that they felt like was going to complement the green. So this palette definitely gives me fall vibes. It's beautiful, like rich burgundy brown, this champagne metallic color. And every Birthstone palette, it came with a pressed glitter. And this glitter is giving me holiday vibes as well. So I'm definitely going to be using this probably for either 31 Days of Beauty or when I come back and do like my holiday looks towards the end of the year, because I gotta give this pressed glitter a try. I'm looking at this pressed glitter in the champagne color with a pop of green. Oh my gosh, holiday vibes all day, every day. But y'all know how BH Cosmetic quality is. A1, perfect, beautiful collection that they came up with recently. And I really did enjoy collecting most of them, because I did miss out on some of them. But I did enjoy collecting some of them though. This one was the August one, and I haven't did a tutorial. I don't know why. Why did I not find this when I was doing the color thing? Like, why? Like, oh my gosh. The colors in here are so beautiful. Like, it's not just your greens. I am very thankful there's 4 beautiful green shades in here and a pressed glitter green on top of that. But these like unique, like peachy yellow and this brown. Oh my gosh, summer vibes with this palette. I'm definitely going to come back soon using this because I haven't tried her out yet. I haven't tried this palette out, and this was like one of the most exciting one I was excited for the whole Birthstone collection. So why have I not used this, or why did I not use this? I don't know, but we're going to bring her back really soon. Alright, so now we're getting into my top 5 favorite green palettes. Y'all will see why this was so hard picking, because I have so many green palettes. And like I said, the top 5 are not in any particular order. I'm actually just have them in order as in size wise. So smallest palette going towards the big palette is how I have them. So let's get started. Number 5, top 5 is ColourPop. This is the Just My Luck palette. Oh my gosh, this palette, the greens, it's absolutely amazing. There's a little bit of the mint in here from the mint palette as well, but this is my favorite shade in here. It's such a nice neon lime green, and then this brown, I thought it was like a rich chocolate brown, but it has a hint, and I do mean a tad bit of hint of green undertone to it. But overall, the mattes, the metallic, the color story, the color choices that was picked for this monochromatic palette, it's one of my favorites. It's just so beautiful. Y'all know ColourPop quality is A1, so this is why this made it to my top 5. I do have 2 looks using this palette up. I think one of them is not private. I have a bad habit of private my videos like real quick. So one of them should still be up, but this is, girl, this is her. This is her. This one, oh my god. I do have a look. It's not private, but it will be probably very soon, because I definitely want to recreate that one, because I feel like I could have did it a little bit better. My cut crease game was not so cutish compared to what it is now. So my little perfection self definitely want to recreate this look, but I did a beautiful look using this palette. I think this was the actual first palette I used with the notepads, because I have all of them. Yes, every single last one of them, and the quality on every single last one of them from Crown Case, it's top of the line, beautiful. And what I like for this one in particular compared to the ColourPop, like I like the, you know, the shade ranges. I love the shade ranges in here as well, but I felt like she put a lot of deep greens in here compared to the ColourPop monochromatic, and I really am thankful for that. And then these beautiful, oh my gosh, so this one is like a navy green color. It has a tad bit of touch of brown undertone to it, and then this one is an actual brown, and I felt like that was so smart putting a brown inside of a green palette, because I just felt like it was going to complement the complexion, especially if you're around the melanie complexion. Like, you can do so many different things with this palette, and the metallic shades in here, it's not that many in here. I was a little disappointed about that, but I had to look over the fact that there was so many mattes in here as well, so I was like, okay, scratch that. But the metallic in here are absolutely beautiful. Formula, it's just, oh, I want to do another look using this palette. It's so freaking cute, and the packaging is so cute. Yes, another monochromatic green palette. I mean, what did y'all expect? This one is from the BH Cosmetic, what is this collection called? Sweet Shop collection. This, oh my gosh, like, again, I love the freaking shade ranges in here. I love the fact that there's not that many eyeshadows in here, but I love the fact of the mattes that was chosen and the metallics that was chosen. Like, they picked the perfect shades. Like, ooh, and these metallics are very different, very unique. Like, I don't see these shades in a lot of these green palettes that I just shown. This one is like grabbing my attention. It's such a beautiful, like, minty green, but it's like a kick of lime underneath it as well, and then it's rich like dark green. I don't even recall if I have a look using this palette. I know I tried it though. I just don't know if I uploaded. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I didn't. Oh my gosh, what am I doing to myself? It's a really good quality eyeshadow palette. Y'all know BH don't play with the quality, so why did I not upload it? I'm going to insert the picture if I can find it. It was a really cute look. I just don't know why I didn't upload it. I think I did 2 looks and I did not upload it. Why? Request this for 31 Days of Beauty. I'm going to come back and do this and use this palette. We're almost done, y'all. We are almost done. This one, she just popped up in my top 5, and I just tried her out today, but I knew from the moment I bought her, when I seen her online, I knew she was going to be one of my favorite, like, green palettes, because when I seen her, I was like, okay, this is definitely unique. I love the color story in this. Like, it's just freaking beautiful. Oh my gosh, hair. I was very pleased, and just the excitement I have, over just looking at the palette online. When I received it in person, I was like, yes. Like, this was like one of the favorites, one of the collection that I wanted from this collection. And I'm talking about the GLAMLITE Happy Hour palette, okay? This was the one I wanted the most out of the collection. I ended up getting all of them, but I was like, if they do sell out, I have to at least get that green one. The green one is calling my name, because the storyline in it was very different and unique when it came to, like, the color choices, not just greens in here. Like, it's the shade ranges for me. It's the color combo for me. Like, out of all the green palettes that I just showed you guys so far, I have not seen anything like this. This one has a very different uniqueness about it. I love the metallic choices in here. They are absolutely creamy and beautiful. Like, oh my gosh. And then the mattes, like, I feel like this is GLAMLITE's favorite top favorite collection they came out with is the Happy Hour. Like, I'm very overly pleased with the quality. Like, they're known for having good quality when it comes to the eyeshadows, but I felt like they put an extra when it came to the Happy Hour collection. Like, the thought process was, it was there. It definitely was there, and the quality is just I was so happy when I tried this out for today. So I do have a look. It's the look that I'm wearing right now. It came from this beautiful palette. I am definitely going to be doing a lot more looks because there's so many different shades in here. that I didn't get the opportunity to try, and I want to like so fast. Like I definitely want to. So this palette will not be slept on at all. It will not be. My last one that's in my top 5. This is the Earthy palette by Beauty Bay. I did a look. Don't be mad at me, y'all. I did a look. It never was available. I hated it. I hated the look, not the quality of this eyeshadow. I just hated that I put too much. Like I don't even know if I'm going to insert it. If I feel confident enough to insert it, I will insert it. But it was so dramatic for me, even for my liking. I was like, girl, what are you doing? So I never uploaded it. But oh my gosh, this palette's absolutely humongous, first of all. But this green theme with Beauty Bay, it did come in 3 different sizes. So there was like a 4-pan one, or was it? I don't know if it was that small. But I'm just gonna guess. It was like I think it was like a 4-8-ish type of pen. There was a 16 one, that was like the middle size one. And then there was this big giant one. I think this is what, 42 eyeshadows in here? Yeah, 42 eyeshadows. And I was like, I kept going back and forth with the 16 pan, and what sold me over with this one is because I felt like I had every green you can think of in here. And then you have the complements of browns that, who wouldn't like that? And then you have splash of like metallic golds and coppers and champagne, and then the beautiful ranges of green. Like it's only 2 rows of like browns, but the rest, like look at that, the rest, this is an all green girl. I knew I wanted this. I was trying to talk myself out of getting this big palette because I was like, you got so many green palettes. I already knew I did, but I didn't know I had this many. But I'm still very happy that I got this palette. I don't regret it. The quality is beautiful. You can see some imprints of the ones that I did try. Like you got your little tiny mint collection. Like if you don't get now one green palette, this is the green palette to get, because I feel like every palette that I showed you, a splash of them are in here with a little bit of brown. And this last palette that I felt like I needed to mention, she is new to the family. She's not a full-on dedicated green palette, but I definitely felt like it was still worth the mention in here because there is a lot of good ranges of greens in this palette. And this is the Morphe 35A Up to Dawn palette. And like I said, it's not all greens, but there is some beautiful ranges of greens in this palette that I felt like definitely needed a mention in this little collection. And I already tried her out. She's beautiful per usual. Morphe has really good quality eyeshadows, but I definitely like the color story in here. So if you don't want to just get all greens, you have a little bit of pinks and browns in here. All right, my loves, like I said, I knew this was going to be a long video, a lot of green palettes to show you guys. Hopefully it wasn't overwhelming to you guys, but this was fun. I definitely need to come back and do a lot of looks using like majority of these palettes that I just mentioned. So I do have 2 questions that I would like for you guys to answer. My first question is, what palettes you guys would like for me to come back to do for 31 Days of Beauty? Go ahead and leave me your top palettes that you guys definitely want to see a look of me using. And then of course, what is your top 5 favorite green palettes that you guys own? I am definitely curious. And if you don't have that many top 5, give me your top 2, top 3, top 1, whatever. Let me know what is your favorite green palette. And if you guys are interested in any of these that I showed you guys, well, which one is it? Okay, because I showed you guys a lot. You don't need this many green palettes like me. Your girl went overboard. Overboard. But yes, that is it, you guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you guys did enjoy this video. And you guys all have a beautiful day. Stay blessed, stay amazing, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.